December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor. The date is seared into American memory. Images of burning battleships and billowing smoke fill our minds. It was a day of shock, a day of loss, a day that propelled America into the fires of World War II. The stories of heroism that emerged from the chaos are numerous. We remember the admirals, the pilots, the nurses who showed incredible bravery. Yet some stories remain untold, hidden in the shadows of history. This is the story of one such hero, a man whose courage went unrecognized, his name nearly lost to the passage of time. This is the story of Joe Anderson, a simple machinist whose actions on that fateful day deserve to be remembered. Joe Anderson wasn't a soldier. He wasn't a sailor. He was a man who found his calling in the heart of the shipyard, surrounded by the hum of industry and the camaraderie of fellow workers. He was a quiet man from the heartland, a skilled machinist working in the belly of the USS Arizona. His hands were calloused from years of labor, his eyes sharp and focused on the task at hand. His days were filled with the clang of metal, the hiss of steam, the rhythm of machinery. Each day was a testament to his dedication and skill, a dance of precision and strength. He was a cog in the great machine of the Navy, unknown and unassuming. Yet his role was crucial, his work a vital part of the ship's heartbeat. Joe was a family man. His heart belonged to his wife and 2 young children who waited for him back home. He had a wife and 2 young children back home in Nebraska. The thought of them kept him going, their faces a constant reminder of what he was working for. He wrote to them often, his letters filled with the longing of a husband and father far from home. Each word was a promise, each sentence a testament to his love and commitment. No one, least of all Joe, would have predicted that this quiet, hard-working man would find himself in the crucible of history, his courage tested in the fires of war. His story is a reminder that heroes are often found in the most unexpected places. The morning of December 7th began like any other. The sun rose over Pearl Harbor, casting a golden hue over the naval base. It was a serene start to what would become a day of infamy. Joe was on duty in the engine room of the Arizona, the air thick with the smell of oil and sweat. The hum of the engines was a familiar sound, a comforting rhythm in the bowels of the ship. Then the alarm sounded, shattering the morning calm. Japanese planes filled the sky, their engines roaring like thunder. Chaos erupted as explosions rocked the harbor, sending plumes of smoke and fire into the air. The once peaceful morning had turned into a nightmare. The Arizona shuddered under a rain of bombs, each explosion a hammer blow to the ship's steel frame. The crew scrambled to their stations, their training taking over in the face of overwhelming odds. Smoke filled the engine room, choking the air, making it difficult to breathe. Joe's training kicked in. He knew his duty. He had to keep the engines running, no matter the cost. He had to keep the engines running, buy time for his shipmates to escape the inferno. The engines were the heart of the ship, and as long as they beat, there was hope. He fought his way through the smoke and fire, the heat scorching his skin, the roar of battle deafening. Every step was a struggle, but he pressed on, driven by duty and courage. He reached his station, his hands blistered, his lungs burning. The heat was unbearable, but he knew he couldn't stop. The lives of his shipmates depended on him. With every ounce of strength, he kept the engines turning, even as the Arizona began to sink beneath the waves. The ship's final moments were a testament to the bravery and sacrifice of those who served aboard her. Echoes fading the unsung hero. In the annals of history, some names are celebrated while others fade into the background, their stories untold and their sacrifices unrecognized. Joe Anderson didn't survive that day. He was one of the many brave souls who stood their ground, facing the unimaginable horrors of war with unwavering courage. He perished along with over 1,000 of his shipmates when the Arizona went down. The chaos and destruction were beyond comprehension, a scene of utter devastation. His body was never recovered. The ocean became his final resting place, a watery grave that holds countless untold stories. His name, like so many others, was etched on the wall of remembrance, a silent testament to the ultimate sacrifice. Each name on that wall represents a life cut short, a story left unfinished, but there were no medals, no commendations, no fanfare for Joe. His bravery went unnoticed, his heroism uncelebrated, his story, his courage in the face of unimaginable terror faded into obscurity. The small town he came from moved on, and his name became just another in the long list of the fallen. Why was his story forgotten? Was it the passage of time, or the overwhelming scale of the tragedy that buried his memory? Perhaps it was the sheer scale of the tragedy, the overwhelming loss of life that overshadowed individual acts of heroism. In the face of such immense loss, individual stories often get lost. Or maybe it was the fact that Joe was an ordinary man, a machinist, not a decorated officer. His role, though crucial, was not one that drew attention or accolades. Whatever the reason, his story, like so many others, was lost in the mists of time. Yet it is in remembering these unsung heroes that we truly honor their sacrifice. The importance of remembering. But forgetting heroes like Joe Anderson comes at a cost. It diminishes the sacrifices made on that day. It robs us of the opportunity to learn from their courage, their resilience, their unwavering sense of duty. We must remember the Joe Andersons of the world, the unsung heroes whose stories deserve to be told. They remind us that courage is not defined by rank or recognition, but by the choices we make in the face of adversity. Remembering their stories keeps their memory alive. It honors their sacrifice and inspires future generations to live lives of courage, integrity, and selflessness. Ordinary people, extraordinary courage. Joe Anderson's story is not unique. History is filled with ordinary individuals who, when tested, rise to the occasion, displaying extraordinary courage and resilience. They are the farmers who become soldiers, the teachers who become spies, the quiet neighbors who become heroes. Their stories remind us that heroism is not reserved for the few, but lies dormant within us all. It is in the face of adversity that our true character is revealed, and we discover the depths of our own strength and resolve. By remembering the unsung heroes, we keep their spirit alive. We inspire future generations to embrace the values of courage, selflessness, and duty. A legacy etched in courage. Joe Anderson's legacy, like that of so many unsung heroes, is etched not in stone or metal, but in the hearts of those who remember him. It is a legacy of quiet courage, of unwavering duty, and of selfless sacrifice. Though his name may not be widely known, his story serves as a powerful reminder that heroism can be found in